It's a good pickup though.
Hey Blue.
Hey Blue.
Bro, you guys are a sneaky pick to win that. Dude. I don't know, right? Something tells me the Falcons. Yeah, that is true. You guys are always a sneaky pick.
You talking about the Falcons?
Yeah.
You calling them a sneaky pick with Mike Davis a running back?
Hmm.
They're about to take Najee Harris with like the fifth pick in the second round.
Fifth pick in the first round, maybe.
Wait, I'm
He's not.
confused.
He's
You're
not making it past
saying
Steelers.
you're saying
You're
what, the Falcons aren't gonna do anything?
No, man. Not when you have an aging roster.
Have you seen our running backs?
You can get one in the second or third.
No way.
Dog, Benny Snell's our starter.
Bro,
Bro,
a first round. I don't even.
It's a
I love
pretty
Josh Jacobs. I don't like a
important
first round running back.
It's a pretty important need. I agree. I would hope we could get a steal in the second, or not. I wouldn't call a second round pick a steal. I would hope we could get a good running back in the later rounds, but I'm not willing to take that risk if Najee Harris is there at pick 26.
He will be. Well, that's not even a question. He will be. Yeah.
I don't think so.
Definitely other positions where you should go, man.
Running backs go late in the first round. I don't.
They do.
Yeah, the Seahawks wasted one on Rashad Penny. Yeah.
They shouldn't.
That was stupid. They already had Chris Carson. I don't know why they did
two different teams that did it, and we're both saying don't do it.
Look, I'll say this. If you're wrong, it's really crippling, like really bad. I mean, but if you risk that and take a first rounder running back.
For sure, Najee Harris doesn't look like he can be bad. Like it.
I get you.
Listen, if we don't take Najee Harris in the first round or a running back, it's
they're completely different. I mean, don't you know they're both powerful, but
if we don't take a running back in the first round, it's an offensive lineman, which is an important pick and everything. But we can also, I think our offensive lineman this year can sustain. We have one last chance at a Super Bowl with Ben at quarterback. Like. It's not a huge chance, but
you have zero chance.
They still think they have a chance, man. Oh my god. Oh my god.
We went what? We went 10-0 to start the season.
Bro, stop. We
all knew it was the fakest 10-0 in the history of 10-0.
Oh yeah, Mickey Mouse schedule, barely beating
the Steelers fans knew that was a bullshit undefeated record.
Best defense in the league, so let's talk about it.
Let's just talk about what happened.
The offense gave up about 28 of them.
You guys couldn't even, and the offense started scoring. You guys still couldn't get stops.
Yeah, you had a chance to fight back. As bizarre as it sounds, you had a chance to fight back.
Yeah, I agree, and the defense shit themselves when we needed it.
Bro, this is just Big Ben's Kobe year where he waves to every away game and gets a standing ovation. Inside a few jerseys. And...
No, this is a team that's going to the playoffs for sure. It's just a matter of if we can put together a Super Bowl contending team.
I went to Jeter's last game at No.co.
That's cool.
It's still a really good fucking defense. I don't.
Well, I'll say this: you got your linebacker coming back. That's good. That's a good thing.
Devin Bush coming back from injury. Alec Highsmith, who had a pretty good year filling in for Bud Dupree.
I think the defense was still be protected. Still good. I don't think you'll be number one.
Because the depth between, the depth after T.J. Watt and Highsmith is nothing.
You won't be number one though. Top 10, sure. I'm not buying you'll be number one.
I don't. Let's see, because Baker Mayfield's not a great quarterback. He had a good enough season.
And that two-headed boy running back.
For sure. But that's not a team that's consistently winning. That method doesn't consistently win the division every single year, without doubt. Like It's the Rams with Jared Goff. It's you have a good year, you have Super Bowl year out of nowhere, but then you also will go 9-7 and barely sneak into a wild card or.
And I'll say this: the Steelers, I can't believe had to be that great either. They snuck out a few against some bad teams, but
okay.
The Cowboys,
right? How?
Dio's gonna say they play down their opponent, which they've done for years.
Right. Hang on now. How many years have we done this? This is just the Mike Tomlin era. It doesn't matter when we had Le'Veon Bell and Antonio Brown, we were losing to the fucking Chicago Bears with fucking Josh McCown and we were losing to Josh McCown Buccaneers and the Bruce Gronkowski Raiders. Yes, this is what we do. That's the thing that happens. That's a whole different story when you make.
Yeah.
No. What?
No, you.
That's a sign of a bad team.
In the playoffs, blown out. Us and you had the worst playoff exit.
We did not get blown out of the playoffs. We lost by two. We lost by 2 possessions.
Oh, anyways, if you keep telling yourself that, you keep telling yourself that.
I agree. It's not a blowout. We came back and we made it interesting. After literally the worst possible start, I agree.
Aren't you a Steelers fan? Have some respect for yourself. You sound like a Bears fan.
Dog, as long as we have Ben Roethlisberger under center.
We came back
again. Ben is not one of those guys who, as long as he's not the same.
Ben Roethlisberger's not one of those guys.
He's not gonna you have no chance, man.
You're insane. You're insane. Under Mike Tomlin, we never had a fucking losing record. Now all of a sudden we're gonna shit the bed. We lost 2 starters and we're just shitting the bed.
You'll be a wild card team, but you're not gonna win the wild card game.
It depends who we match up with. We'll see. I mean, it depends who we get a running back is my big thing. If we can improve the run game, it's a whole different team. We had no fucking run game. We still went 11-5.
The AFC isn't the deepest though, so I mean.
I'm ready to see what we do. I think we still put a good team out there. The defense absolutely died. We had fucking 5 middle linebackers injured in the last 5 games of the season. Our starter, our backup's backup, and our backup's backup were all injured. We had a safety as our number 1 middle linebacker.
Yeah, cry me a river. Last year, everybody's team was hurt.
Oh, we didn't have injuries. We didn't have 5 middle linebackers injured. Our starting outside linebacker, Joe Hayden, missed half the game. Yeah, and we went.
Everybody was hurt.
Yeah, I agree. And if we stay healthy, we're a fucking fantastic team. We crumbled at the end.
We started the season without half their defense. Who just?
We're not talking about the Patriots.
I'm just saying everybody had to play shorthanded last year.
I agree. Everybody fights through injuries every year. That's just the thing that happens. But we have to have the man.
I'm just saying last year you don't start with your half your team saying I'm not playing this year.
And I'm not using injuries as an excuse, but next man up is only to an extent when you have. Well, I swear to God, we put a safety at our number 1 middle linebacker in 1 game. I'm not fucking with you.
Hey, so can we get that in
defense fell apart.
I'm playing. I do not want that. It was just a joke.
We have Justin Lane as the number 2 corner.
Yo, can I get in 4th and go to maybe save my NFASL career or what?
I'm telling you that we're gonna be all right.
No, but hold on, Dino. This all started, Dino, because you said you had 1 chance at a Super Bowl, and that's where we got. If you said we're still a playoff team from the get-go, I think we wouldn't have.
Okay, listen. Let's put it this way: we're definitely still a playoff team.
Yeah, Super Bowl.
When I say this is our last year Super Bowl, it's our last year with Ben. Ben's retiring after this, and we're not having a chance without him for a while. With Ben under center, I'm confident that if we can put a good team around him.
Maybe when that 40 million clears up that he's getting, you might have a shot.
The problem is we already let it go.
Yeah,
no chance.
Honestly,
the problem is we already let too many guys go.
Crazy.
If we could have kept Bud Dupree and everybody, sure, but.
Oh yeah, Ben, fuck you. You should have kicked his ass to the curb.
No, because who we put in at quarterback then? Josh Dobbs, Mason Rudolph.
Okay, but you would have had a bad year, but you would have kept your team, and then you would have had tons of cap. Or there's 5 quarterbacks. I mean, this fucking draft. Trade up and get one.
We don't have we can't be trading up. We already traded up to get Devin Bush 2 years ago. And traded a first-round pick for Minka Fitzpatrick. We need our picks this year.
Well, I'm just saying you would have kept all your team, and then you would have, either drafted or signed. You would have had money, basically.
No, Ben was on the books this year anyways, so it's not like we could have just let him go.
There was no, like you save money if you cut him by a certain date or nothing?
No, we would save a little bit, but I think we ended up saving that money anyways by restructuring his contract.
Oh, okay.
He came back for, like, the minimum he could come back for, I think.
So basically Bud was gone even without Ben there being...
Yeah. We would have had to have let everybody else go if Bud left.
Got it. All right. And you lost
the big one I'm upset about is Mike Hilton. Mike Hilton was the one we could have kept that we didn't.
Yeah, because you guys blitz a lot. You could replace Bud. You're right. It's the corner.
I genuinely think... I'm not going to be Bud Dupree, but he had a fantastic year. For a rookie year who had to step in because of injuries, he had a really good year. I think he's only going to get better.
You're not going to have all pro it. I mean, 2 pass. That doesn't happen much. That's why you guys
have a special
year
happens. As a you only get it for a few years.
Yeah, I mean that's why you guys have a special defense. There's that tiny window where it all clicks, and you have, like Seattle's Legion of Boom, but you can't sustain that.
Well, that's just what happens. Should just click runs. You get, I think, if we figure out some random magical run game, and we have a new OC coming in who's going to change, I think, everything.
But my thing is last year was when it clicked, and it didn't go.
Last year the defense clicked. Last year the defense clicked. The offense did not click is what it was. Because we led the league in drops by a wide margin. We had absolutely no run game, and Finkner was one of the worst OCs I've seen. Like, he did just so bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We've got a new guy in. He's Maryland boy.
You saw the Chiefs in the Super Bowl with the pass rush. Got him. You thought you could get to the Chiefs, get some pass rush on Mahomes, press him up a little bit, and Big Ben could give you just enough points. I thought you guys had a good chance of doing that, but obviously it can go your way with the Browns.
Yeah, no, and I don't think it's just the Browns were. They're a better team. I mean, we started off with a snap over. We started off at that game as poorly as we could. Like if we restart that game, it's a whole different game.
Yeah, and that's when I said you should have traded him, because that's multiple times now. You guys don't look ready to play.
Yep, it was a repeat of the Jaguars game.
You can't just give away the first quarter and say, "Oh, we're ready now." I mean,
I agree. It was like I said, it was the Jaguars game all over again, where Ben had to claw us back in and throw for 500 yards, even though he made mistakes early, but everybody else also did.
Mm-hmm.
And you can't just expect the quarterback to play completely mistake-free with no mistakes.
But I understand why they didn't want to chance a new coach on Big Ben's last year.
Of course,
but I do think this is Tomlin's last year. I don't think he's going forward with them.
It's either Tomlin's last year or one of his last years. See, I see.
Bye, I can't see you guys giving him your next quarterback for the next 20 years.
Honestly, probably not. I think it'll be a mutual parting of ways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, he does. Yeah, if the TV doesn't.
But he's young though. I think he's going to go. I don't think he's going to be ready.
He could get another coaching job for sure.
Yeah, he's not ready to Tony Dungy yet. He's pretty young, especially for being in the league this long. Where's he from?
757.
Honestly, I mean, I hate to bring the Bears in it, but the stars are aligning. I think this is Tomlin's last Steelers year. I think this is Nagy's. Yeah, I think this is Nagy's last year. I'm just saying. I think the stars are aligning. I think the stars are aligning a little bit.
Who's getting fired this year? Matt Nagy, Mike Zimmer.
Yes. Ooh, Zimmerman. Yeah.
Which Zimmer's a fantastic coach, but they're going to miss the playoffs again, and he's going to be out.
Yeah.
It's just that they're a bad team. Like he's a good coach, but they're a bad team. The Bengals are doing anything. I feel like his time's up. Like. John Gruden? If Gruden missed the playoffs?
I don't think so. Not yet. Yeah.
It was 10 years when he started.
Bro, you know how bad the Raiders are in debt because of the new stadium, and they couldn't put fans in the seats. Like,
when was that?
They're not taking that.
They just bought a WNBA team. Trust me, they're not.
When was that contract signed?
WNBA? What did they give those away for free? Oh.
It's a tax write-off.
No, that was like 2017. No,
It's a tax write.
they got to be about halfway through.
It's about to be his fourth.
Ugh, yikes.
Zach, you think they're
Okay, so
taking his buying him out?
Fangio's gone for sure. This is his. I can't believe
Why
he's not
did,
fired.
I
yet.
don't know why Fangio left us, bro. What the fuck did he think he was about?
Because
to do?
it was his first chance at head coaching job in his entire life, and he's like 50, 60. I also think he's a bad coach. Like they've lost plenty of games because of him. Yeah, I remember. I can't believe it. I mean, I hated that the Broncos stole fucking that John Elway. He's on the list to go too. Oh, well, sorry. We apologize for that. It's like, did them a favor. How dare you?
You did them a fucking favor. Yeah. What the fuck is him with these old ass defensive coaches? What kind of QB is he? Why is he so fascinated with this fucking defense first teams?
He's an offensive-minded guy of the organization.
Anybody over 6'5"?
Paxton Lynch is not over 6'5".
Paxton Lynch is like 6'7".
Yeah, now Zach.
No, Brock Osweiler was 6'7". Paxton Lynch was the fast guy.
I can't
Paxton
believe they're
Lynch
not
is a monster. Paxton Lynch is 6'7".
I can't believe they're not converting their trash QBs to tight ends though.
Paxton Lynch 6'7", Brock Osweiler 6'7". Drew Lock what? Drew Lock 6'4".
For real, they had Julius Thomas.
That Paxton Lynch was a scrambler.
These guys.
Paxton Lynch can run a little bit, but he's still 6'7".
Dude, shit.
As far as a hot seat, yeah, we said Nagy, we said Zach Taylor. We didn't know Zimmerman. That's the North.
Zimmer.
AFC
East, I don't think anybody.
They're secure. The AFC West. I don't think
so.
They would if they. NFC. I don't think anyone on that. NFC West.
But he's going to the playoffs every year. Yeah. You don't fire him. I mean, you wait for a mutual parting or for him to step down.
NFC East is pretty solid now that Washington. No, Dallas.
No, I'm giving Mike McCarthy this year. If he doesn't do something, then he's on the hot seat for sure.
Correct myself. Dallas. Yeah, correct myself. Sorry, Dallas.
Who's the Giants' new head coach?
Joe Judge is fine.
You think so?
I think he's fine for now. I think they did better than a lot of.
It's fair. That's fair.
Hold on. They were in the games though. They were in a lot of games.
I think they were a better team than everybody thought they were going to be. Yeah.
From someone who I rode them to the promised land. They were always got like covered. The Giants always covered. Alright,
Zach.
Peace.
Washington's good. Giants.
Bruce Arians
good.
on the hot seat.
Matt Rule's.
No, I think Matt Rule had a decent year, and he's gonna have a great year this year. I think. I'm excited to see what Sam Darnold does for the Panthers. I hope he starts, and I hope he just absolutely breaks the fuck out. He's with 2 quarterback gurus and.
Fellas, my mic died, so I'm gonna call it night.
Alright. Alright, coachies. Good night, Moon. Good night, you. Good night, John Boy. My mind playing tricks on you.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins escaping the pressure right. This will be caught inside the 10. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
The defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right and try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So not quite a first and goal.
I just feel like the Falcons are a perfect situation to take either Fields or Trey Lance because those both seem like, you know, like 1-year sit-em guys, and you know, they still have Matt Ryan. It's a perfect situation to nurse a quarterback. I also love the 1-year sit quarterback method because that just works so often. Yeah. It's very rare. It's very rare.
Haskins. Forced out to his left. Strong coverage by Washington. And now incomplete on the throwaway. And Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gay's kick is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. Giants 10. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room. Something unfortunate.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team. They'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
At their own 27-yard line. Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation,
back to life.
But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. They'll on the final play. And this will go as a short gain on what will be.
No, just shitting and Forden.
So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Washington down on the scoreboard, and they are getting the football first here.
Embiid hits a pair.
39. Okay, sucks. Yeah, no, I just sent the video on the Twitter chat. He just like throws his hands out. He's like, "What'd I do?" Riding your way down Baker Street. Oh, baby, MLB The Show comes out tomorrow night. Yep. Me and Ski's gonna be on. You gonna be on? Yes, sir. I don't know who else is getting it. You getting it?
2nd and 7.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
Flushing out right. Drop this off to his fullback. And down around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Eluding the pressure right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Yeah.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
They I don't know if you ever seen Out of the Park Baseball. It looks a lot more like that. Yeah. Which I do enjoy. Like I like the player models and stuff. It was nice seeing like my generated players and like getting, the cool feel, but it's just so much more efficient just the way they're doing it this year. I love it. And the way they put it was like this is just like the baseline for how they're going to do it for the next few years. So it's exciting. Like they said they're doing the groundwork for the next couple of years.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love again. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I agree.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
Down, he'll drop to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be really short of what he needed.
Yeah.
Only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. 4th down.
That's ass. Yeah, Stadium Crazy. It's so good. Like they did not half-ass it at all. They went so hard on the Stadium Creator. I'm fucking pumped.
You get back on even terms, and then get most of the second.
As the thing, and if you do a franchise mode, like just your own franchise, you can have 30 custom stadium saves. You can make a new fucking stadium for every MLB team.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to shoot a field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it for us too, because coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. They go to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's
Oh, I'm pumped.
He'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I'm thinking the quarterback just says,
The $84 version, 80 whatever.
and the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Had to get it a few days early, of course. But I don't want to go with the $100 version.
Across midfield inside the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Let me tell you about my best friend.
For another 1st down, it will. Play action. Haskins. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards.
At the 25-yard line. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Haskins back to the air. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Good for a
Now a 1st down pickup of 8. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often. Mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and he creates such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1st and 10, it's Downs. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's
Arizona to legalize sports betting. Let's go. Mitch doesn't have to put his bets through Hunter anymore.
Ideal situations in 2nd and 2. They want to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Because they don't have to pay Mitch out.
And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
On 2nd and goal, Haskins, and he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Darius Slayton, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 17-10 score. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Antonio Gibson, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Check. Sponge. No.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. They're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
At their own 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were good last time out with a touchdown drive. This go-around, it's not going to be very easy starting from inside their own 5.
But they shouldn't be daunted by it. You work on this the entire offseason. You work on it in practice. It's called coming out session. Start the ball inside the 5, start on the 5, on the 10. They should be ready to go.
And that won't buy them much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. In third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the flag. check three, check three. Check, crunch, crunch, crunch.
Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. The Giants on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Wahoo. Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Catch made by Slayton. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run on 1st down. Gibson, and he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2, escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
On 1st down, it's Gibson, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. That catch good for only a couple.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
60 Bison,
They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he's got the hook up here. Complete. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Check, 52's the mic.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
Pull it together.
This will be caught at about the 5.
The pass.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter.
Good. That ties the game at 17.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready. It looked for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Back to you. Hatchet. 55.
From the 27, Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Haskins pass.
And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Right there in the middle. 55. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, here we go. Mike, 55. Mike. Haywood. Hey, eat. Let's go, defense. Hey.
From the gun, Haskins. And that will be incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Hammond now to return. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's go. New Mike 52, Mike 52.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This is brought in by Gibson. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. And a Washington first down.
A great Monday night to wrap up the week in football. 2 division rivals and a great finish ahead as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with Love. Escapes the defender, and he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 13 yards there and a Washington first. Missed tackles may doom this team.
I just had a bad flashback. That's why I'm sitting up here with you right now. You've got to tackle him inbounds. You've got to wrap him up.
90 is a Mike. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that
They'll run on first down. Gibson, and he's going to get this inside
Antonio
the 30.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for
Hassan
14
Reddick
yards
on
and
the
another
tackle.
first. Some pretty
A
good
gain of
games all
14.
weekend. We may have saved the
First
best for
down,
last. This
Washington.
Monday night game has been a dandy. Right back to him on first down. Down the numbers. There he goes. Good yardage as he
Antonio
rumbles for
Gibson, the
24
ball
and a
carrier.
first. The Giants going to go
First
ahead
and
and use
goal,
the first of their
Washington.
timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a
Antonio
Washington
Gibson, ball
touchdown.
carrier. Touchdown,
Antonio
Washington.
Gibson, his second touchdown of the night. And Washington has taken the lead.
Hey, that score deserves our respect,
kick
deserves our
is good.
excitement. But I'm looking at the
Next
clock
is
and I'm thinking,
Washington,
there's a
24.
long way to go in this one.
Giants,
Ideally, they
17.
would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced the 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
Check 55, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They go play action now. Haskins
Pick your game up.
steps away to his left. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
That's good.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout
First and 10
as the clock
at the
stops with
18-yard line.
23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now it's Haskins. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
Washington.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
Let's tight. Tight ends right. Check, 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 check. Check 4, check 4.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. And now they're going to get the timeout. So a huge play has him in field goal range with a chance to possibly send this one to OT. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington.
27.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Washington, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll have a quick turnaround as they're back in action Thursday afternoon at around 3:30 Eastern for the traditional Thanksgiving Day game in Dallas. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.